Want to know what the best argument is to use against skeptics and usually people of other worldviews? In this video, we'll go over what it is, how to use it, and why it's important. I'm Josh at Christian Sophistry, taking apologetics to the next level. If you're interested in making the world a better place by engaging with Christianity and other worldviews, join me by hitting that subscribe button. I think there's something about starting a video in this new studio, which is way cooler than my last studio, by the way, that makes me want to create a tagline. If you absolutely hate it, argue with me in the comments section down below. Otherwise, let's get started. The most useful argument that you can keep in your back pocket to use at a moment's notice can be summed up in 3 simple words. If it's true. I guess technically we could call it 4 words. Without the contraction, it's if it is true. But anyways, this argument invalidates arguments against Christianity that assume it to be false and depend on it to be false. There's like 1,000 different fallacies that go into that, and surprisingly, it happens more often than you think. This argument is used against specific forms of the straw man fallacy. A straw man fallacy is when somebody builds up a false representation of your position so that they can knock it down. Kinda like this. Owned you. Critics of Christianity tend to have this special form of the straw man argument where they presuppose it to be true before they start arguing with it. But in those arguments, they wouldn't be applicable if Christianity were true. For example, critics often say that the Bible can't be true because of all of the miracles and the science-defying events that happen. Yeah, we think miracles are pretty insane too. But if it's true, we're talking about an all-powerful God here that put the natural order of things in place and can defy them. Actually, critics raise all kinds of issues about the Bible, like second-hand accounts and time-distant authorship and similarity with other religions. But if it's true, then the Bible just went through the same process that every other historical document went through. And it just happens to be about the greatest story ever told. Look, even the great Christopher Hitchens committed this fallacy on a number of different times. In this documentary, which is my favorite documentary of all time, Hitchens takes a number of different arguments that take a part of Christianity that he wants to criticize, but then assumes his own worldview to be true. Basically, he doesn't postulate Christianity very well. So, common critics are easily vulnerable to the same mistakes. And it's easy to use this defense, too. Just constantly say in your head, if it's true, what does that do to the criticism? In what way is your position being misrepresented? Can both the criticism and your position be true? Okay, there are 3 main things that I want you to take away from this video. 1, atheists are not the only ones that commit this fallacy. Actually, we do it worse. The point of this video is to defend yourself from when it happens to you, but also to stop yourself from making the same mistakes. Number 2, understand why this fallacy is so common. It happens because there's absolutely no attempt to validate and understand opposing worldviews. So don't be a hypocrite. You have to actually try and justify other people's worldviews in order to understand them. And finally, number 3, recognize that this is a serious problem. I made this video to shed light on the severe misunderstanding that happens between Christianity and other worldviews. There is little to no friendship between skeptics and Christianity, which becomes a pretty big problem when we're legitimately trying to understand people of these views. And if it's true, we would go out of our way to go understand and make friends with these people. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you thought that it was valuable. Share it if you think your friends can take something from it. Otherwise, that's all for this one. Thanks so much for arguing with me, and I'll see you on the next one.